Hey guys, it's Dave. Let's get segment 6 kicked off, 5 minutes or less, here in the parking lot of my apartment complex. I was just talking to my babe, and we stumbled across a subject that I think is worth talking about for a couple minutes. That is the fact that there's a small Christian foundation in New Zealand which is taking all the money collected from the church, coming together as a solid organization in the country, and buying people out of their debts, completely buying out people's debts. And it really hit me that a lot of the modern broadcast evangelists and preachers really do have ministries that make multi-million dollars per year. And my question is, why am I not working for the Pope? Why is this not already an idea? So I don't have to work for the Pope. If Christianity, just like any of the other theistic idealisms, really wanted to be the number one, forget all the controversy, forget the questions being asked, forget the contest between different ideals. If Christianity, which will be the focus simply because this was the group that I heard about today, was making sure no one in the world was homeless, that no one was hungry, that no one was thirsty. Forget missionaries, consolidate your collective financial worth and make sure, say, our doors are open. Because that right there is a socialist/communist type ideal. Everybody contribute. If everybody that's going to church, everybody that's worshiping is tossing in $1, $5, $10 even, on a weekend, on a Sunday at one mass, the whole countrywide, the whole worldwide, and that money was being funneled and focused through to make sure not funding missionaries to spread the word, which of course could be taken care of once people were actually physically being taken care of and saved, and saying there's not going to be a single person in any continent that needs a roof over their head, that needs food, that needs water, that needs education, that needs comfort, that needs direction. Because you would doubtless attribute the good in your life and the constructive, positive aspects of your life to the church, to Christianity, to your religion. And what other ideal could pop up that says, we promise you eternal bliss if you live shittily now, give your life, any of the other mainstream or less mainstream ideologies that say you have to give, you have to give, you have to give. If Christianity truly is grace through faith, then having faith in your doctrine, in really promulgating the message and the actual real application of loving one another, problem solved. And who would really be averse? Who would think it was a bad thing that everybody in the world had the same religion? Because where is the bad in that? It's not conformism. It's, hey, look, if you want to come believe in God to free yourself of earthly greed and be able to dedicate your heart not just to the love of the divine and the peace that comes from that spiritual freedom, but also making the world an amazing place for all of your human brothers and sisters. And we had talked about, it just came up naturally that, the church is a franchise. That's what happens. You're all prescribing to one ideal, one system, but you start up your own business anywhere and try to attract not employees, but followers. Try to, you're a shepherd, get a flock. And I would be glad to spend the rest of my life working with such an organization that said, we have a massive influx of wealth every year, like clockwork. And let's use that to expand a message of peace, of prosperity, of faith and security, so that you don't have to turn to the darkness. You don't have to be hurt and in pain. All you need is love.